What's going on, everybody? Chuck P. C-Ville's finest here, man, and this is the first episode of Knock the F Out podcast number 1, and the subtitle is Does Pac-Man Have a Problem? I'm doing this show, man, with my longtime friend Carl Cleveland. Carl Cleveland, how you doing today, my friend?
I'm good, man. I can't complain. You know how the weather is, so I'm staying inside today, man.
Oh yeah, good. Oh yeah, and the newlywed Carl Cleveland too, man. Give him a round of applause, man. Congratulations, man. How does it feel, man, to be a newlywed?
Man, it's just another day, man.
Oh, this is just another day, huh? All right.
That's all for the women, man.
You know what that's about. A lot of men might beg to differ on that. See, a lot of men might beg to differ on that, Mr. Cleveland. I don't know, man. But anyway, another story for another day. Let's get people here and talk about why we brought them here. Look, man, this is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, man. You know, I gotta be honest, man. In the '90s, you know, I checked out boxing a lot, man. In that Mike Tyson era, man. And everybody knows how on fire the boxing game was then, man. And then, you know, it kind of fizzled out, man, when those guys left. And I kind of tuned out for a little bit. And at the time, I had actually thought that boxing was good. You know, and then my good friend right here, Carl Cleveland, man, he told me to come back in, man. It was about the Bronze Bomber, you know, Deontay Wilder, man. He was telling me about Wilder, how he was knocking out everybody, man. And I had checked out Wilder, and the first fight I had checked out was when he went up against Bermain Stiverne the first time. You know, and after I had checked out that fight, I had got curious, man. I said, well, I see Deontay Wilder holding it down in the heavyweight division. I just want to know who else is putting it down in this boxing ring. You know, so reality had knocked the F out of me. Because when I had witnessed guys like Terrence Crawford, like I said, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Canelo Alvarez, Triple G, the Charlo brothers, Errol Spence, your Lomachenko's, Gervonta Tank Davis, the list goes on and on and on. These guys are some great combat fighters, and it let me know that boxing is nowhere near dead, man. Nowhere near dead. Carl Cleveland, how do you feel about all that?
Yeah, absolutely, man. It might be a niche sport, but it's not dead, man. It's up to us to keep it going, man. And the fighters got to give us the fights we want. But yeah, man, I remember telling you about Wilder. I seen him when I got hip to him. Like when I started really paying attention, he was fighting on HBO. I think he was fighting a guy, Sergey Dick or something. And dude hit him, man, and he looked like he was having a seizure in the ring. I'm like, wow, this dude's power is scary, man. Like, we didn't seen him knock dudes unconscious, man. Give him the stanky leg. So,
and that right there, man, that had brought me back. You know, when I was saying how he was knocking these guys out, man, I mean, like you said, damn near unconscious, man. That definitely brought me back. And then, you know, I was checking out little things like the Mayweather fights and when he went up against Pac-Man and all that other stuff. So I was checking it out here and there. You know, but now I'm back full throttle, man. I mean, these fighters they put it down, and it's up to us to get you guys familiar with these fighters if you're not already familiar with them. And if you are familiar with these fighters, then welcome to this new panel, man. Welcome to this new panel. This is something new that we're trying to start here, man, and we would appreciate the support. And the first thing I do want to talk about is we're going to talk about the latter half of 2018 and a lot of the big bouts that took place in 2018. And let's start with that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight. Man, I got to tell you, the hype was real. Man. The hype was real. You had two great fighters who could talk their ass off. They sold the hell out of the pay-per-view. And as far as the fight, man, the only question I have, y'all, Deontay Wilder didn't win 3 quiet rounds. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I felt that the draw was a bunch of bullshit. I felt Deontay Wilder won that fight. A lot of people are saying Tyson Fury won it. I can't see how you could say that when a man got knocked down twice, and the second time he damn near died and got resurrected, and Deontay Wilder didn't get knocked down once, not once. And you're saying that this man did win 3 quiet rounds if you sum it all up, which I think is a bunch of bullshit. But what do you think about it, Carl Cleveland?
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Now, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that it wasn't a close fight because it was. For you to have Tyson Fury winning, you would have had to given him all those close rounds, all those swing rounds, and basically, if that's the case, especially doing Deontay Wilder was the one who was the aggressor. He was landing the harder punches. Tyson was basically being defensive because he was not trying to get hit with one of those sledgehammer right hands that Wilder has. To me, it was an entertaining fight, but it wasn't a robbery. I feel like Wilder won as well, like you said. But especially if you go back and watch those first 4 rounds, man, neither one of them dudes really did anything. And for me, when people were talking about like when Floyd said he had Fury up 5-0 after the 5th, I was like, oh man, they on that bullshit. They trying to spread a narrative. Cause I'm like, there's no way you can have it 5-0 for either one of them dudes, man. So I had him, like you said, the fight was close, and he had those 2 knockdowns with it, like you said, the last one, him getting up because of divine intervention. God touched his soul, and he resurrected like baby Jesus, man. So I'm interested to see the rematch. I believe that if they have a rematch, and especially if Deontay Wilder comes in a little heavier, he will knock him out. I say 6 to 8 rounds because I hear people say that was the best Tyson Fury, or no, that was a 70% Tyson Fury or 60% Tyson Fury. I'm like, no, that Tyson Fury was better than the Tyson Fury that fought Vladimir Klitschko. Tyson Fury can't get any better. Deontay Wilder did so much stuff wrong, and we've seen him be better. So you're going to tell me that if Deontay Wilder actually listens to his game plan, that fight is not going to be like a faster knockdown? Because I remember after the fight, you were saying, dude rushed it, man. He was like, he ain't let it come to him like he normally do. And then he said that, it was spot on, Chuck.
You can see it, man. That wasn't Deontay Wilder, man. And when all those people were in that damn Barclays Center, man, and he looked and he saw all the people that came to see him knock this man out. He wanted to give the people what they wanted, but he did not let the fight come to him, man. He was going to eventually knock this man out, but he was just too thirsty for it, man. And you can see it. You can see that wasn't Wilder. But I give you a Chuck P guarantee. The next time they fight, it's just going to be like Bermain Stavern. When he fought Stavern, he didn't knock him out the first time. But the second time, my God, he damn near killed him. And that's exactly what's going to happen to Tyson Fury. And I'm going to say this, man. I'm going to say this. They've been talking about this rematch and everything like that. I don't see it happening. I don't see that happening for either for a long time, if not ever. If you notice, Deontay Wilder wanted the rematch seem like right then and there. But Tyson Fury, man, if you really listen to the post interviews, if you listen to everything, Tyson Fury, he kept on putting Deontay Wilder over. And then as if, look, man, we had this one bout, we got the draw, and I'm satisfied. You really didn't hear Tyson Fury keep talking about a rematch with this man. Now, it doesn't matter what his promoters and trainers are saying. I haven't heard Tyson Fury one time say, I want this Deontay Wilder fight immediately. Now, if anybody has heard that, please send me the clip. I haven't heard it. I don't think Fury is in a hurry at all to get to Deontay Wilder. Now, we covered that. I want to talk about my other favorite boxer out here, man. Carl Cleveland, you know who I'm going with, man. I want to talk.
I already know, man.
I want to talk about a young boy by the name of Terrence Bud Crawford, man. And let's go back to his fight that he had with Benavidez. That was Carl
Yeah,
Cleveland.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah, from October 13th, man, they were in his hometown, they were in Buzz's hometown, man, and I swear he gave him a show, man. And he waited to that last round. He waited to that last round to put it on his ass and win via KO, man. But what you got to say about Bud Crawford, man? I want to hear what you got to say about Bud Crawford because he is the best welterweight in the game. I don't care what you say about who I think you gonna mention. Terrence Crawford is the best welterweight in the division.
dude, this all right. First, I'm not trying to shit on Terrence Crawford. Personally, I believe he is the pound for pound best fighter in the sport. Homie has got skills for days, man. He can switch it up. He can fight orthodox. He can fight southpaw. He don't mind banging with you. He can outbox you. Got good timing. He ain't got like the best pop, but he got decent enough pop to make you respect him. Homie is an all around great fighter, man. So I'm not trying to take away nothing from him. But at 147, dude, you already know it's that Texas boy, Earl Spence, man. You know what it is, dog. You already know.
I knew.
I ain't mad at you because you picked Bud. He remind you of a childhood homie, man. So I ain't even gonna get mad at you over that. But come on, man. It's Earl. Don't nobody want that work with Earl. They don't want that smoke, man.
Well,
I just hope they stop BSing us and just give us this fight so we ain't got to talk about who better. You riding with Bud, I'm riding with Earl, and we don't never get no conclusion. I want to see what actually happens. So these two dudes need to get in the ring. But if you ask me, Earl Spence is the number one welterweight right now, dog. Hands down.
man, I ain't gonna lie, man. This thing called Cody has really been spoiling me as far as these fights are concerned. But I'm gonna tell you this right now: if we get an Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, damn it, I will pay $200 to see that fight, man. Because that fight right there could really bring boxing back. You talk about two of the best welterweights in the division, two of the best welterweights I've seen in a very, very long time. And I mean, they ain't ducking and dodging and all this other shit. They're not running away like some other welterweights I have seen with this record of 50-0 that I believe is a joke. You know, but that's another story for another day. These guys coming at your ass. The big bully Errol Spence, man, he coming at that body. He gonna try to break your ass down and knock your ass out. And then Terrence Crawford gonna try to hit your ass with precision and then get that perfect motherfucking hit to knock you on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So these two boys, they going at it, man. I want to see Bud Crawford against the big bully Errol Spence sometime next year. It better happen, man. I'm telling you. Now let's get into another guy, man. Another guy who you can arguably say is almost like the face of boxing now. Let's talk about Canelo Alvarez. Okay. Let's talk about his fight with Rocky Feldon from December 15th. My God, Carl Cleveland. I mean, did Rocky forget how to box? In his fight, I mean, you talk about a guy who was taller than him, who had a much longer reach than him. You would have thought that this man would at least try to keep him honest with the jab. You know, I mean, Rocky just like he forgot how to box. Canelo went in there and broke his tall ass down and won via knockout like that. I mean, my God. I mean, is there anything you got to say about this, Carl Cleveland?
I mean, come on, man. We knew what that was. That was a showcase fight. His first fight on the zone, man. They put any bum in front of him. Dude came there, collected a paycheck, took a dive, man. I ain't gonna say no. I ain't gonna say he took a dive. I say he ain't had a heart to compete. Because that was garbage,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, I couldn't believe he was a champion. I couldn't believe he was even a champion. You know?
Until he fight, you know what? Cinnamon is fighting Jacob's neck, supposedly. But man, holla at me when he fight my man in the Charlo, man. Until then, sentiment ain't getting no love over here.
Well. We might not have to talk about that because I think Danny Jacobs gonna give this man one hell of a fight. I
Oh
did.
yeah, I think he give him a hell of a fight, but I don't think he gonna win, man. Jacobs don't. He ain't showed that killer instinct since he fought Peter Quillen when he knocked him out in the first round of that battle of Brooklyn. Since then, man, Danny, I don't know what's going on with him, man. But that
Man,
water Eddie Hearn served him, man.
Kendrick could have a long night that night, man. With Danny Jacobs. Leave that.
Oh, he could.
Now, let's talk about another guy, man. This boy's cold too, man. Mr. Lomachenko, man, his match against Pedraza from December 8th, 2018. Now, this is kind of where me and you were kind of on the other fence. Now, to me, man, I thought Lomachenko coming off of an injury, if I might add. I thought he went in there, man, and to me, people were saying it was a close fight. I didn't think that Pedraza had any momentum in this fight at all. I thought Lomachenko had control of the whole fight, to be honest with you. And he went in there to me, and he took care of business. People were saying it was close. I was looking at the fight. I thought Lomachenko was having his way with Pedraza.
Yeah, we saw something different because I saw a close fight. I saw can't pronounce it.
And Carl, let's not even talk about that 11th round. Let's not even talk about that 11th round. He damn near killed the man.
And that's what I was going to say. Going up into the 11th, dude, I had it even. I had it 5-5 because if I'm not mistaken, the 10th round was Pedraza's best round, man.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Yeah.
And I had it even going into the 11th, but after that, it wasn't no way. I'm like, nah. He got dropped twice. Lomachenko looked like he gassed out trying to end him there. But
that's what it was.
To me, I judge him as like I do all the dudes who I think are good. I judge them about like a different standard, man. That was probably the worst Lomachenko I've seen. As far as his movement, as far as his punch output, it showed me that if you got a decent jab and you got a decent amount of pop, he's not going to be standing there throwing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 punches on you. His defense, to me, he got the Roy Jones defense. He getting by off reflexes, man. And when his reflexes start, is when his reflexes start to go down, that's when he's going to start really getting tagged because he's already been put on the canvas by dudes who not even really punchers, man. So I want him to. I need him to fight them best dudes now, especially if they telling me he the best thing since Muhammad Ali. I need him to fight Mikey. I need him to fight Tank. I need him to fight. I need all them dudes to fight each other, man. But Lomachenko, he was better than his last fight, is what I'll say, man. I wasn't impressed by his last fight.
Do you think that Tank Davis is ready for Lomachenko?
I do. The problem is I don't know if Tank believes he's ready. Because you've had the opportunity to fight him. I'm gonna keep it real. You choosing not to, man. Like I remember when Floyd punked his ass. When Floyd it was having one of their little lover spats where he said something about Floyd, and Floyd was like, "That's why your next opponent gonna be Lomachenko," and he had him like Smokey when Debo told him to shut up. That's all right. I'll be quiet.
Yep.
When we leave, I'll be talking again.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like what you were saying, that fight, man. Yeah, I mean that 11th round really told it all. And speaking of the 11th round, my God, man, what about that left hook from Dillian White on Chisora, man? He flat out destroyed him in that 11th round, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, that fight was a good fight. I just didn't like how that referee interjected himself, man. Well, personally, I felt like
on Chisora.
Yeah, I felt like Chisora was winning that fight But when it was a close fight, but when that referee deducted that second point, man, he probably felt like he ain't had no chance of winning unless he knocked him out, and it was like a lapse in concentration where he went back and ain't have his guard up, and he got caught with that left hook, man. Before then, I thought it was a beautiful fight. I thought he was going to the body well. Um, I thought he was mixing, changing levels. Dillian White was cracking him though with some counters,
Yeah,
some
man.
counter right hands. I got to give him a little beanhead credit, but I thought Chisora was doing enough to win. And the reason why the ref took that point, people like want to act like my man Dillian White wasn't putting all his weight on Chisora's neck and pushing him down. So he hit him with the elbow, like, dude, get off me. And he got a point deducted for that. He got a point deducted for low blows as well, but they were really on the borderline, man, on the trunks. It, I didn't like how the referee basically made himself a part of the damn decision. And I felt like had he stayed out of it, that knockout probably wouldn't have happened. But it did. You got to give Dillian White credit. Uh, to be honest, I want to see him fight a Luis Ortiz or a Dominic Brazil. Hell, if we don't get the Wilder Fury rematch, I'll take Wilder versus him or AJ. But he, to me, Dillian White is a decent heavyweight, but he's not one of the top ones, man. I can't say he's in the top four.
Yeah,
He
man.
might be five. He's in the running for five.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But now, let's talk about the Charlo brothers, man. What a night, man. What a night this was, man, in the Barclays Center. Fox had just signed a deal with PBC, and this was their first, telecast, and they were showcasing the Charlo. They were showcasing the Charlo brothers, these twins, man. These prospects, man, that has been knocking everybody out. These boys, man, they were awesome, man. Jamel Charlo, man, was going up against Tony Harrison December 22nd. And man, hey, Carl Cleveland, I had sent you a text message, man. I said, this dickhead motherfucker won't go away, will he? It don't look like this gonna be an easy fight for Mr. Mel Charlo. That
Yeah,
motherfucker Tony Harrison was counter punching the fuck out of Mel, man. I mean, I had to give him that. Those counter punches, man, that's what was killing Jamel, man. But I didn't
yeah.
but I didn't think that was enough, man. I
Neither
didn't
one
think
of us
that
did.
was enough for you to declare him the winner of that fight, man. You gotta take that motherfucking belt from the champion. And I don't think Tony Harrison did that. Don't get me wrong, man. He put on a great effort. Obviously, they felt like it was good enough to give him the win, but I thought Charlo won that fight, man. Like I said, you gotta take the belt from the champion, man. And I didn't see that. I mean, what do you think about it?
Um, I feel the exact same way, man. I don't think Tony Harrison did enough. Jamel, to me, once again, he was the aggressor. He landed more punches. To me, he dictated the fight how it went. The only thing I got a problem with, well, I got a problem with a couple things. Like, he wasn't fighting his normal fight. He wasn't cutting the ring off. He was head hunting. He ain't put in as much body work as I would like Mel to do because he's better than his last fight. I thought it was a competitive fight, but I thought he was winning. I think I had him up 8-4. So I'm having a hard time seeing how you could have gave Harrison 7 rounds. That's I'm still confused about that, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man, me
still
too.
very confused about that.
Me
But
too.
they saw they gave it to Harrison. They're supposed to have a rematch. Hopefully he'll correct it, get it better. But man, to me, in my opinion, he did not lose that fight.
Man, I'm glad you mentioned that, man. Dude, they had an interview with Tony Harrison, man. And you want to know what Tony Harrison said? He
He don't
said
want to fight.
he said if we had the rematch, I would end him easier and quicker.
We'll
He
see.
said Yeah, that's exactly what he said. I found that very interesting. He said, dude, homeboy overhyped, man. He said he overrated. He said, dude, we had the rematch. And he said, I guarantee you, I'll finish him quicker. So that right there had even more intrigue for a rematch.
We will
Now,
see.
as far as Tony Harrison, though, man, I mean, his intentions now, man, he wants heard now, man. He wants heard, man. He wants to unify the titles. So we'll see what
And
happens
he
now.
already had hurt and he lost.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but that's why he really want him. He want that rematch. He gotta have her. We'll see. And but now let's lead right on into brother Jamal Charlo. But now, man, you didn't just witness your brother lose a fight minutes before yours. Okay, dude, it was fucking with Jamal Charlo, man. You just saw your brother lose. Now you got to fight next. Dude, you can see that was fucking him up during the whole fight, man. That wasn't even the Jamal Charlo I remember seeing. But he edged out the win in the close fight. Now that fight was close for Matt Connor. That fight was close, but Jamal got the win. But I can guarantee you, man, if his brother hadn't lost, and if he would have been Jamal Charlo, that fight would have been done, man, within maybe 5-6 rounds. What you think about that, Carl Kluger?
Yeah, I do think that played some part in it. I actually thought this fight was a lot closer than the first fight, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think if you wanted to make a case for Korobov winning, you could, even though I had Maul winning. Um, Dude was a southpaw. Took him a second. He was kept landing them straight left hands, man. He kept catching me with those. It was really about, I want to say, about the fourth round when he took over, and then he just really started landing them straight right hands on him. He started really not getting hit as much with those straight left hands by Korobov. That's when Charlo started taking over in the fight. I had him winning. That wasn't the best we've seen of him. He's a dude who I'd like to actually see fight Canelo. He the dude, to me, Canelo been avoiding him for like 4 years, man. Created his own weight division at 155 just so he wouldn't have to fight him. But yeah, he's one of the fighters that I watch every time I can.
Oh, yeah. Now, we've covered the latter half of 2018. Okay? Now, it's time to get you hyped for this fight tonight between Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao and Adrian the Problem Broner. Listen, man. Point blank, period. Broner needs this win. Okay? Point blank, period. And a lot of people are counting this man out easily in this fight. But can I put a little FYI out here? Manny Pacquiao is a southpaw, correct, Carl Cleveland?
Yeah.
Adrian Broner is undefeated against southpaw. He is 6-0 against southpaw. And the irony of numbers, man, the number 7 is complete. And that's exactly what you need to do tonight, Broner. You need to go out there and complete your fucking task into being a credible boxer in this game. You need to go out there and take this shit seriously. I heard your interviews talking about how you don't need to throw any punches against this man. That's a goddamn lie. I really hope you don't go in that motherfucker because, see, I know what you're going to do. You're going to go out there dancing and all this other shit. I want your ass to dance in that motherfucking ring. I don't want your ass going out there dancing and napping and all the other shit, and then you're going to stand still in the ring, and then you're going to punch like this, and then you're leaning all on the ropes all motherfucking night. I want you to go in there and get to throwing your motherfucking hands, and don't take this man lightly. This is Manny motherfucking Pacquiao. He's a young 40. He ain't an old 40, but you go in that motherfucker playing no goddamn game. Carl Cleveland, is there anything you want to add to this before I go into cardiac arrest on this boy?
You just wasted your breath, dude. No matter how many times you say it, no matter how you say it, Adrian Broner is what he's shown us to be. A professional fucker. Dude got all the talent in the world but can't take it serious, man. That's a way he could beat Pacquiao, but we all know he won't do it. Like you said, he's not going to be as active as he needs to be to win this fight. He's not going to let his hands go. He's going to be probably, I hope he's not dumb enough to go into that Philly shell against the Southpaw. Then he might end up getting himself rocked. He's inconsistent, man. I can't put my money on him. He didn't let me down too many times. He let me down against Mikey. He let me down against Maidana. Let me down against damn Sean Porter. This dude Drew against Jesse Vargas, man. So I can't put my money on him to win. It would be nice. You know,
well, you mentioned the Madonna fight, and he hasn't been the same since the Madonna fight. And then you're in this damn press conference and you're cussing out the media, talking about, you got me in this small motherfucking place. When Mayweather fucked Pacquiao, they had him in this big ass. Well, motherfucker, you're not Mayweather, okay? But if you want to be in the talks of a Mayweather, you need to go out there and take care of your motherfucking business tonight. And all of this shit, man. You need to become a credible boxer again. You need to be back in the conversations, man. Now, what happens after this, man? Whether it's a title unification or what? Because I don't know what the fuck Mayweather's going to do. I really don't know. He's claiming he's retired. He's claiming he doesn't want to box anymore. You know, if that money get to talking, you know how that go, man. That could bring him back out. So I don't know what happened between Pacquiao and Broner. I don't know what happens with the winner after this. But listen, man, Broner, don't take this man lightly. Pacquiao is a legend, man. Pacquiao is a legend. He done been there. He done seen it all, man. And he ain't taking you seriously, brother. He's not taking you seriously. Dude, every time you have a stare down one-on-one, Pacquiao can't do nothing but crack a smile, man. He's not taking you seriously, man. So that right there needs to fuel you. It needs to fuel you, man. You need to go in that motherfucker and take care of your motherfucking business, man. You talk about how you about billions. Let's see if your ass about this motherfucking win tonight. Now, prediction. Carl Cleveland, what you think is going to happen tonight, man?
Man, I got Manny Pacquiao by a unanimous decision. I got him peppering Adrian Broner all night. Adrian Broner not letting his hands go. To me, the only way Adrian Broner is going to win this is if Manny Pacquiao got old. And what I mean by that is, like you said, he's a young 40. He been had some wars. So if he looking like a regular 40-year-old dude, just got a little bit of skill, then yeah, Adrian Broner will win. But I don't see that, man. I don't see it.
I know this is called Knock the F Out podcast, but to be honest with you, I don't see anybody getting knocked the F out tonight, man. Whoever wins it definitely come down to a decision. Let's just hope the judges see this clearly, man. I don't want any fuckery, man, with the judges, man. Whatever happens, man. You know, if Broner went out there and put on a better showing, man, come on, judges, don't be on the bullshit, because that's it's starting. The judges, man, they kind of getting to me now, bro. They're really kind of getting to me, man, with some of these fights. Talk about the Charlo fight. Talk about the Wilder fight. These judges, and on top of that, not only these fucking judges, but these commentators. These fucking commentators try to manipulate these motherfucking fights and try to make you see and believe what the hell they see. But let's not do this shit tonight, man. Let's not do this. Let the two combatants go out there, do what they do, and whatever happens, man. Any last words before we let him go, Carl Cleveland?
Yeah, I don't think Broner's gonna win. I want him to. I just don't see it happening, man. You got to show me.
Give me Broner by decision. Give me Broner by decision. So there we go. We'll have something to talk about tomorrow. And with that being said, guys, make sure you catch us here tomorrow. Not the F Out podcast, man, for post-fight thoughts. We'll be talking about the fight, man, and it should be a good one, man. And then, hey, next week we'll be talking about the boy Keith, Carl Cleveland.
Yeah.
Keith Thurman is back, baby.
We're gonna have some fun with that one.
We're gonna have some fun with that one. You guys make sure you tune in next week for that one. We got a treat for y'all with this Keith Thurman shit. All right, but Chuck P. C-Ville's finest, man. Dude, you can catch me on Twitter, man, at Chuck P216. Check me out on wrestling.com. Big shout out to you, Andre, man. Thank you for helping us get this off the ground, man. Truly appreciate you for that, man. And yeah, guys, look out for the links provided, man. I'm going to be putting out links on Twitter. Like I said, in order to stay on top of everything, follow me on that, man. Also, everything that I'm doing on this channel, because you're probably looking at this on Andre Caruth's channel, I'm going to merge everything over to my channel, and I'm going to start having exclusive content on my channel as well, man. So go to my channel, Chuck P, on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. If you really fuck with me, hit that bell right next to it, man, so you can see everything that's going down right when it happens, man. Chuck P. C-Ville's finest, man. Carl Cleveland. Great show, man. I'm glad to have you aboard, man. It's going to be a fun ride. Hey, we're going to catch y'all tomorrow.